UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action.
Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam in the booth. And Rich, it's the final round in this one. What's our next player dealing with as they start their round?
Well, they start off with a very small lead, and so they're going to be cognizant of that. There's not a lot of room for error, but in saying that, they do have the lead, so they can't afford to make a mistake somewhere along the line if it should happen to come up. But in saying that, they just don't want to make any mistakes. It's going to be a difficult day all around.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. And let's see what he can do here today. Well, that's not ideal. Finding the trees. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
This one's going to the right.
That's disappointing.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Okay, steady now. Putting for bogey.
Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader.
Yeah, but if you look how they played the hole, it was disastrous. Lucky to walk away with a bogey.
And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. That looks to be a fairway finder to me.
One win is good, but 2 wins would be great.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. That's tiny.
Time for the second shot into the third. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
How close was that to going down? Well, you like the look of those hands.
Judging it beautifully.
Just a short putt remaining here. Lydia Ko coming off a birdie on her last hole, and that will take her to 2 strokes off the lead.
And gaining ground on the leader. Things are getting tight coming down the stretch.
We have a par 3 on this one.
That's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Going with the 7.
This is from miles away.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Steady on.
And here we are with the third shot. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. For the par.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. This one should find the rough. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Not the best tee shot, but they got lucky with this lie.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Good shot there. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Just didn't drop. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. We have a par 5 on this one. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Second shot here on the 6th. That's nicely done. Getting ready to play their third.
Just one stroke off the lead.
Yeah, that one will play. And this putt to move into a share of first.
Oh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
He's currently tied for first. Teeing off here at the 7th. It's heading to the rough for mine. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be.
Hitting it over here in the first place was just awful. I would blame his caddy.
Good shot there, Beamer.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Ooh, right by the hole. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And this one is for his par. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. We've reached the 8th hole. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. Okay, step one complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, that's a great save. What an effort.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
Checking in on the leaderboard, this player is currently tied for first with Lydia Ko.
Time now to take in the 9th hole. That should find the cut stuff.
And he's down there.
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Going with the 8-iron here. This one might just sneak off the fairway.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. $11 feet to the cup.
This one to save par.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold.
And with that hole, they're sitting in second place, behind the leader, Lydia Ko. Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. Oh, I thought that one was going in. A 7-footer right here.
This is their look at birdie.
Wonderful shot. And stepping up the standings after that effort.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. Second shot here on the 11th. This looks to be heading to the green. Yeah, that was a safe play. A look here to get to 18 under the card with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
It was on a good line. An opportunity to make their par. And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
Lydia Ko is currently on top of things as it stands.
Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
Going with the 7.
Great shot. 20 feet to the hole.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Oh, get in. That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. Moving right along, and they're currently tied for first in the standings with Lydia Ko. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Playing from around 190 yards out.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Is that what they had in mind?
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
And he needs this to save par. Hey, nice looking line. Oh, that's frustrating. Bogey putt coming up here. And that putt will drop. Well done.
Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. This hole here is a par 4.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view, bailing out to the left in the bunker. Not so hot either. I'll tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Will this one hang on and find the fairway, or is it headed towards the rough? And they've found themselves in the first cut.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. And he's down there. You got a read?
He's staring down 23 feet here.
That is hunting for the hole. Oh, so close.
Putting for a par here.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you?
Playing from around 240 yards.
Wind coming right at him.
Opting for the 5-wood. I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagined in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
It was going to take 2 mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
Now this putt to get to 18 under par. That was a gallant attempt. Par putt coming up here. And down it goes.
Really going to have to dig deep here if they want to win this title.
Just 2 shots back after that hole.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
And Rich, this player's been hovering in and around top spot the entire day. Do you think they've got what it takes?
It's been back and forth all tournament long, hasn't it, Luke? I got to say, I like this player's toughness. They're really hanging tight. It's going to be close to see if they can pull out the victory.
Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
He finds himself currently in fourth.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Going with the 5-iron here.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
This is a spot they need to get up and down from. Just 2 strokes off the lead.
They're having a bit of pressure out there. Let's see how they handle it.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This is what they have left for par here. Yep, tracking well.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe plate, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard.
Pretty good shot there.
Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 shots off the lead.
And this putters for a final score of 70. And that'll wrap things up for him here at this tournament. Ultimately, this player's going to be disappointed not to get the win, Rich, but you've got to be impressed with how they toughed it out the whole day.
Well, look, not getting the victory, but it's not for lack of trying. I mean, they threw everything at the field, including the kitchen sink, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.